Hope everyone's having a good day. Just doing my thing, relaxing, trying to pick up my wheat bales right now. I think this is like the last load of this field, at least. 2 fields, man. 2 fields later, I got 296,000 liters of wheat. Only 2 fields. One of them was 30 acres, and the other one was about 5 acres. So 35 acres altogether. I gotta get right to my round bales, make up some round bales of silage. Make up those big heavy bastards and there you go. Another $12,000 in the pocket. Okay. I don't even know if I have one. Let me see real quick. Hey, buddy. What's up? My little kitty. My little kitty. Yeah, that supports round and square bales. That's what I have is the PWO. Okay, cool. And then also the bale wrappers. That one does square and round. Okay. Up to 150 centimeters. 125 to 150 is the mark. Okay, cool. What's up, buddy? That's my kitty. You're a good boy too, Marley. I love you. My daddy. Come here. Come here. There you go, my daddy. Mwah. There you go. There you go, daddy. Mwah. You're a good boy. I love you. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I could stick him in there. That's getting kind of full here. All right. Get in my baler here. Looks like my neighbors are moving out. I don't know. They got a moving truck out there. Who knows? Maybe I'll get some fucking neighbors that know how to cut the grass. It'd be nice. What's going on? I forgot to get my bale wrapper. Go and pick up my John Deere real quick. This is Nardenthal, Canada. Yeah, it's a pretty good map, man. This is a nice 30-acre plot of land that I have right here. But most of the farm is gonna be right in the middle, and then you have about 90 different places that you could farm at. This one right here, my wheat fields and my grass field are about 30 acres apiece. Most of them go up to about 30 acres. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let me see. Where is it? There it is right here. It's called Nadenthal. No problem. No problem, Tiger fan. Gnadenthal. Nadenthal. It's a good map. I really enjoy the big fields. You know, I like those big, long stretches of fields. It gives you some nice open maps that are nice and flat too. They're all flat, so nothing but flat lands. I like this. Yeah, this one's probably the best one that they have for the mod shot. I really like this mod a lot. Yeah, that's what I thought you were getting was a quarter ounce, not a half ounce. Okay. Well, it's all good though. Okay. Well, I'm live streaming right now, so be safe on the way home from the dispensary, and I'll talk to you in a bit. You eating soup? What kind of soup? Oh, okay. Okay. Don't worry about it. I don't really like Panera that much. I'd rather eat Campbell's soup than Panera bread. Sorry. Okay. I love you, babe. All right. I'll talk to you in a bit. Drive safe. I love you more. Yeah, the wife went to the dispensary, so I just wanted to make sure that she was driving home safe. But yeah, this map is probably the best map that I say they have. It's a mod, don't get me wrong, but this is actually like a real place. If you look up on Google Maps, and I mean, I can drop the location pin and stuff, but if you look up the certain roads like Road 50 West and stuff like that, oh man, it looks identical from like the Google Street Map view to like the farm that you're working on. It has the same Meridian style, like I don't know, garages and the gas tank and the silos. Everything looks the same. I mean, completely. I just added a bunch because me, I gotta have 150 different attachments and tools for about 50 different tractors. I have about 35 tractors, if I'm not mistaken, about 35 going on 40. Um, I'll show you around the map a little bit, let you see what I'm talking about. All right. If you come over here, this is the main farm. So this is the front of the farm. And I don't know why my neighbor's coming over here. She's moving out, but now she's trying to come over. Hold on. I don't. She she might ring the doorbell. I don't want her to ring my doorbell right now. It's alright. Calm down. I might have to put a message up there for her. Find out what's going on. Yeah, I gotta go figure out what's going on. Hold on 1 second. Yep, neighbors with these Alan. Yep. Okay. There we go. Yeah, my neighbor, she's moving out. Needed an Allen wrench set or something. What? Okay. But yeah, this is a little bit of my farm. The attachments, the tools that I have a couple of air seeders, and I like my Vaderstad. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I heard the music. I didn't know. Maybe I know that they just added a update for this. So I think they added an update to actually have the ice cream trucks for the summertime. Since it just became summer, they wanted to add ice cream trucks for the summertime. Oh, the air seeder mod. This one right here is a mod that you can get. That mod right there is from Borgalt. Borgalt, this is the 1300 Borgalt. That's a real nice one. You can get that through the mod shop. If you don't have the prairies, plains and prairies, I think it is. The Vaderstad, I got this one from the Plains and Prairies DLC. That's the PD 1000. Man, let me tell you, this really helps out, you know? This really helps out. The Plains and Prairies map came with some old Versatiles. It came with a couple old Versatiles and some old Fords. So I got a couple of Ford tractors, the old Ford 976, and then they had the Versatile Big Roy. That Big Roy is a big old SOB, you know? But some of this, I mean, I do have my cow farm over there that's across the street. And then I got my silage bunkers. Right here, I have my mother bin, mother ice cream. Sorry, I have ADHD. When I see an ice cream truck, I have to stare at it. I don't know why. Um, yeah, I got some bins right here. Like this one has 800,000 corn in it. And then this one only has 300,000 soybeans right now. And I'm in the process of filling this one. This is at 296,000. It comes with some decent garages, man. I mean, a nice playing field that you can actually work with. These garages right here come with the mod, Nardenthal, the map. And then I added the silos right there. And then everything else pretty much came with it. The sprayers that I have, they're all mods. I got these real nice fence sprayers. Oh, these are super nice. I got three of them all together. No, four of them all together. These are some real nice fence sprayers. I can jump up. Yep, I can jump up. This one is a Liquid Logic, and then I have a couple of air fertilizers. But that one is my herbicide sprayer. And then over here, let me see. On this side of the map, I'll show you. Where is it? Where is it? Right here. This is all my sprayers and my herbicide, my limers. I got a couple herbicide tankers. I just built all this, you know. But as you see, it comes with a decent amount of land that you can actually purchase. So what I ended up doing is I bought 154 acres of corn. So I have my 154 acres of corn right there for my silage and my personal use. Then I have my wheat right there that's averaging about 30, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That's 130. about 140 acres of wheat right there, and then I have 65 acres of soybeans with about 28 and 22, so yeah, about 50 acres altogether of grass, and that's just for my cows, making my TMR. Got to make my total mix ration some way, but they did a lot to this map, man. They ended up updating this map a lot, and just gave it ice cream trucks, man. I'm pretty happy about those ice cream trucks. Versatile. You gotta love my versatiles. This is a good map, though, man. I suggest getting into it. Getting into this map and just trying it out. Um, well, that's the thing, okay? With these animals, I'm gonna help you out in that one. And I'm gonna tell you that these animals right here, which are cows, are some of the easiest animals to take care of. There's really no moving parts, no nothing, and it's nothing but profit. Okay, these are profit making animals. Okay, you're feeding them hay, you're feeding them wheat, you're feeding them silage or silage bales, whichever one you want to do. I have my silage pits over there, but I make my silage bales. And these are automatic feeding barns, meaning every hour they're going to go ahead and they're going to feed them themselves. I do not have to use my TMR. The only time you're going to have to use your total mix ration machine, which I do have one, is when you first get the barn. When you first get your animals, I suggest feeding them, getting them up to 60,000 TMR, and then that's the last time you're probably ever going to use it, because I have not used it in over 2 years. Like 2 years game time. So I do have a lot of forage wagons. I make up a lot of silage. But you know how it goes. I mean, making silage bales, if I'm able to have robot feeding machines that are going to feed my cows, I don't really need TMR. I don't need that, but I don't really need to make the silage for TMR. All you got to do is supply your barn. Your barn right here on the outside, that's the only thing that you're going to have to do. Is feed, oh, I got to feed that. Okay, so I'll give you an example. All right, so all you're going to have to do for the cows is come in here and grab, I have this one machine, and I call it my Bale King. Okay, the Bale King, it has a Bale King on the front, the all but Bale King, and then John Deere, I got a 7R 700M front loader, and it's got the 3.1 ton Fendt weight on it, or 3.3 tons, but it comes out to about 3.1 tons. I put the wheel weights in there so it can lift the bales. Long story short, this machine right here is so easy to use when it comes down to it. It'll come natural, okay? It'll come so natural when you're using it that you can just come over here by your bale and pallet storage. All I do is store bales. I'm a bale expert, okay? Becoming a bale expert, man, it just comes naturally after a while. But all right, so you're gonna pick up your hay bales. Your hay bales, I'm gonna stack 4 of them up. Show you what I mean. All right, so it's gonna make it super easy for you. You're not gonna really have that many moving parts. Like you said, it's not a lot of moving parts, not as you think. Check it out. All you gotta do is just get used to like using the tractors to your advantage. Being able to lift 4 bales and move them from storage to storage. That's all you gotta do. It's all you really gotta concentrate on. And yes, I do make it look easy, I know. Let it do its thing. Now it's full. All right, so then you're gonna take it. Let me get a better grip. There you go. What's up, baby? Ooh, I love White Castle. Yes, Roldy. Yes, I say get it. Stacy wanted some Allen wrenches. She's taking apart her daughter's bed when she's moving. So I gave her some Allen wrenches and said, go ahead, do your thing. I'll see you when you get back. Well, that's what I said. Hopefully she'll give them back. But we should be okay. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. I'll see you in a bit then. Love you. Bye. All right. I'm getting White Castles. It's what I crave. Hey. Speaking of White Castles, man, I gotta get something to puff on here. But this is easy, man. Let me tell you. Okay, taking care of cows, that's the only thing I take care of on this game. Cows, they make up manure. They make up, um, they make up, well, not only slurry, but like also manure. They make up milk. It's nothing but money that they give, man. And then after a while, you actually sell them when they're a little bit older, and they make up a decent amount of money. It's a pretty decent amount of money that you get out of them. Maybe three of them. I'd say about three of them, but we'll see. But this is the easy way, in my opinion, to have cows. Go with the feeding barn. That cow with the robot feeding barn is the easiest way, man. If you want to have cows, you want to make a living off of it, you can make a living off of that, man. Let me tell you. I'm living proof. I've been doing this shit since 2022, man. And I'm loving every bit of every minute, let me tell you. Easy peasy. And that one's full. Wow. That one's full, that one's full. Okay. So maybe just two more. Nope. Didn't take it all. It's all good. I'll put these back in storage. We'll work with them. But that's how you take care of your cows, man. It's not really a lot, dude. The TMR, it's a lot of moving parts at first. At first, it's going to be a lot that you got to do. But once you get going, oh, you're golden. Once you get going, you're golden. I barely touch my TMR machine anymore. I had to for a while because the feeding barns were actually glitched out. But they recently fixed them and they updated the system. So, and that was Giant Software. That was not a mod. Those are not modded barns. These are the ones that are from, just a straight game out of package. You could buy this barn straight out of package, no mods. Straw, okay, manure. We're doing good on that. Okay, mineral feed, silage. Okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're all good here. I was just looking over everything here. So the next thing is working on these bales over here. It's just a lot of upkeep, you know. I cut my grass probably once a year. I'm only doing this now just to make sure I have silage. I'm gonna wrap these up and I'm gonna let them sit for the next 6 months. I'm not gonna touch them for a long time. But when I need them, I have them. I mean, I always said, okay, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Sorry, not sorry. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So here I am wrapping my silage bales that I'm going to be using a year from now. I'm going to smoke my vaporizer. I got some dabs here, Pineapple Express. Pretty good dabs, like 93% THC. I mean, shit, I got like 1 million square feet on this. It's going to make up a lot of bales. And I have this bale storage filled up here in a second. Per usual, you know. My neighbor is moving. Okay. There we go. Look at White Castle. You were talking about that already. It's okay. Well, if I'm going to Panda, I'm going to do the large plate with the 3 entrees and the 2 sides of white rice. It's the only thing I like, you know. I've always eaten like that. Yeah. I love the burgers and the fur burgers, you know. Oh, that's awesome. You're the best. Oh, you're the best. I'll see you in a little bit when you get home then, baby. Okay, drive safe. Love you. Bye. That ice cream man is making me want some ice cream now. All right. Time to give me a cup of coffee here. Power down my machine here. All right. Let me get my cup of coffee real quick. Be right back. All right. There we go. I'm back. Okay. 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 I wonder when it's gonna rain. It says it's going to rain in 1900 hours. I might need to speed up time a little bit by one day. Don't need my bales to roll into the river again. Happened once already. I really don't know why this lavender plant has not died or anything, because I plowed it. And the lavender, that's like the one lavender plant that will not die. As you see, it is. Here, look at it. Here, I'll show you in first person. It says lavender in a certain spot. There it is. Lavender, ready to harvest. See what I mean? I don't get it. I don't get where it popped up from. Magical lavender that won't die. Just saying. I don't know where the hell that lavender came from, but I know I got rid of it. Oh shit, phone call. Yo. Don't worry about it. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I love you, baby. Okay, cool. Got my White Castles coming. It's what I crave. Going good so far. A lot of people don't like really doing the round bales or anything, and I ask them, well, if you don't like doing the round bales, you don't like doing the square bales, why do you even play the game? Part of the game, you know? So, that's all I'm saying. Don't want to play the game, don't play the game. I'm gonna have to go and hold this job up for a second, get some brown bale netting. I'm running out of brown bale nets. Didn't even realize that until just now. I'll start on this side here. I just wanted to get the headlands over there. I got the headlands over here and all around, but I wanted to get the headlands on the opposite side to the west. Over here, start on my baling on this end here. That's another ice cream truck, making me want some ice cream. Oh, it's time for me to eat White Castles. Yeah, boy. I'll go watch some Netflix here as soon as they come inside. And I am going to relax for a little bit until I get back. I got a lot of work to do. So I got to log back on here right after I'm done eating. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to go and eat. I'm going to save my game here. Should be back at about half an hour to an hour. I'll see you guys then. I hope everyone enjoys their day and has a great start of their weekend. I love every single one of you guys, man. Be safe.